in Minnesota, from the Target Center in Minneapolis, the Thunder taking on the Timberwolves. For the Thunder, Game 3 on the road ended in a loss. They're hoping to steal one tonight. T-Wolves, Thunder, the Western Conference Finals is up next. This series for the Western Conference title has been hotly contested. Game 4 tonight could see it tied up 2-2 or take us to a lopsided 3-1. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And the Oklahoma City starting five. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Ann are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with Jaden McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the 5. You look at the Timberwolves, and their season could be riding on this Game 4.
I think you're right. I mean, if they drop this game, they need to win 3 straight to reach the finals. And 2 of those wins would have to come on the road, and that's a tough task.
Here's Oklahoma City now. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Offensive rebound.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
The shot by Dort, no good.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Edwards, a pass to Randle. The 3 ball. And Edwards good for 3.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Oklahoma City shooting their first foul shots of the night.
At the line for 2.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Pass to Randle. The fader. Williams grabs the board. Here's Oklahoma City now. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Some room here for Dort. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Not afraid to shoot. Dort has become more confident in his jumper, and you see why.
And here's Edwards outside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Dort. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now here's Edwards. Over to the left wing. For 3, Conley. Fires in the triple.
Well, this is what Mike Conley provides for you. Elite efficiency at the arc.
Here's Williams. Here's Hartenstein. Can't hit from in close. The Timberwolves trail. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Minnesota's head coach. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket. So let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And Minnesota calls time here.
All right,
Timberwolves, the NBA leaders in shooting from the floor. And you look at Hartenstein, a guy who always delivers on offense.
Since we started the playoffs, he's been totally locked in offensively, taking and making some good looks.
And here's Edwards outside. The Thunder pull it in.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Williams in the post, working on McDaniels. Timberwolves trail by 4. Gobert with it, guarded now by Williams. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's Edwards. Over Dort. Cashes in the 12-footer. Edwards has got 5.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Now here's Hartenstein. Pass to Holmgren. Shoots over Randall. The Thunder with another miss.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And here's Edwards outside. He buries it from 3. Give him 8.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor when shooting that jump.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Holmgren goes up again, and he lays it in.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Conley looking for an opening. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Out to the right wing. Randall, the pass to Gobert. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randall. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Reed's checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo comes in for Conley. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice D from Reed. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Outside, DiVincenzo. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game. The Timberwolves have got half their attempts to go, 6 of 12. Reed can't hit. The Thunder have gone 7 of 16 so far. Here's Williams. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota shooting the rock around 46% so far. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Minnesota. Clark is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Alexander Walker in for Edwards. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Wiggins, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Caruso comes in for Williams. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And Joe's subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Joe. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Randall draws the double. Back to Reed. And stolen by Williams. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Over to the wing. Here's Clark. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists tonight.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Launches it from deep. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Cason Wallace out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Williams in at the center position. Reed for 3. Wallace pulls it in. Thunder trail by 5. From downtown. And he can't get that one.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Reed for 3. On target from range. Reed's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Caruso against Clark. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Caruso against DiVincenzo. Caruso, the pass to Williams, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, Caruso is a very solid passer. He's able to recognize where there are gaps in the defensive coverage.
Now here's Alexander Walker. No points yet. Left side, DiVincenzo. Caruso with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. Pass to Wiggins. The 3. Rebound Minnesota. Reed's got 4 rebounds in the game. Clark, the pass to Alexander Walker. Minnesota shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he drops it first. And Minnesota with some changes. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Randall. Anthony Edwards comes in for Clark. And Dillingham subbed in for DiVincenzo. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Caruso. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Joe. Here's Dillingham. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City from behind the arc. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. There's the triple. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go on the assist from Dort.
Yeah, total focus from Shai there. Ready to go off the feed.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
It's stolen. To the middle. Here's Edwards. Can't get it to fall. Thunder trail by 5. To the inside. Hartenstein. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Hartenstein's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And here's Dillingham from the arc. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Got to push him farther out than this.
Here's Gobert. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And Minnesota making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Well, you know, every team is looking for a defensive anchor. Gobert fills that role to perfection.
Here's Dillingham. Gobert finds Edwards. Now Reed. He's guarded by Hartenstein. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Reed. 2 shots.
That free throw misses.
Well, if you want to know where commitment and hard work can get you, follow Naz Reid's career. everyone who counted him out is eating their words right now.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Dillingham. No good with the triple. Thunder trail by 5. Williams with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Lets it fly from 18. Edwards, no good.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Edwards, no good.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Gilgeous-Alexander. Turn it on the Jets.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
And Minnesota calls time here.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Mike Conley's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Inside, Edwards lays it in.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. That one's off for him. 6 for 11 now. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. They grab their own miss. The Timberwolves have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. McDaniels inside. He's covered by Holmgren. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Edwards for 3, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Shoots over Holmgren. Here's Gobert. Get out of Gobert's way. Wow.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Caruso, he's checked in for Williams. And Joe's subbed in for Dort. Now here's Edwards. 13 points in the game. Gobert working inside.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Thunder trail by 7. Caruso outside. 3-pointer, no good. Now here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Well, that's a gut punch to him to have. Just demoralizing.
And the first half now in the books. The T-Wolves on top, up by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The NBA playoffs are happening, and we're happy to have you here for the halftime show. Looking at Minnesota, trailing 2-1 in the series, they've come out with purpose tonight. They know that losing this game would put them in an almost impossible situation. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. The ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock. Overall, they're making every possession count.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
Well, don't get me started with their perimeter D. They're standing around flat-footed, not closing down on threes enough. The result is way too many open threes, and at halftime, the deficit, that couldn't be avoided.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
This stadium is rocking right now as we return to the Western Conference Finals. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And we're back, folks. Thanks for joining us on this Memorial Day NBA Hoops extravaganza. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And Minnesota has possession. The Thunder making their last shot. Out to the right wing. For 3, Randle. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Randle's got 6.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Inside. Look at Chet using his size inside.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Minnesota leading by 9. Outside Conley. Back to Daniels. To the right side. Gobert. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Here's Oklahoma City now. Shoots. Offensive board. Pass to Holmgren. Deflected.
Yeah, nice swat by Randle. Using his size and good anticipation to get in the shooter's way.
And there's Conley. That one's good. And the assist by Randle. Give him 8 points now.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Edwards against Dort. Tries from 6 feet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 4th rebound in this one. Randle finds Edwards over Dort. Edwards, no good.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Great touch from deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
And here's Edwards outside. Kept alive by Minnesota. For 3, Conley. Outside Edwards. There's the 3. Edwards on target.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
And the Thunder call time here. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Wallace, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. DiVincenzo, the pass to Reed. The 3 is up. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, Reed has only become more confident as time has gone on at the arc. He will not hesitate.
Pass to Williams. Oh, they get a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Williams Williams is checked in for Hartenstein.
Williams.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Good on the shot. Williams has got his second bucket on the night.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Alexander Walker. Yep, that one goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 14. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Dort. The ball's knocked loose. Wallace outside. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Some solid defense from Williams.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. So for Oklahoma City, Wiggins, he's checked in for Holmgren, and it's Caruso in for Dort. For three, DiVincenzo, book it, and it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 6 assists now in the game. Down low. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has gotten his first bucket of the night.
He's such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Minnesota leading by 15. Randall, good.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way.
Oh, he packed it down.
That is incredible.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Reed for three. And again, it's Minnesota with the three.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for OKC. There's the foul. It's on Case and Wallace. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Dillingham's checked in for Clark. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Joe's checked in. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. And the layup is good off the glass.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Outside Reed. Takes the three. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker.
Jaden McDaniels.
Thunder trail by 14. To the inside. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And just the lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Randall can't hit. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Joe. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's DiVincenzo. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Now count. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up 14 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. There have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Minnesota leading by 14, and Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Dort and Holmgren, a lot of defense at the 3 and the 4 for them. Isaiah Joe is out there with Alex Caruso, and it's Hartenstein in at the center spot. And here's Edwards outside, pure from three-point range. Edwards got 22 points.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc, and that's now his second in this half.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Reed. This one for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
But just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Dort, the pass to Joe. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And here's Caruso outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards got 4 rebounds now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
They're playing very smart basketball in this half. Not a single turnover yet.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Inside. Hartenstein, no good. Minnesota leading by 20. Pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. Goes back up. Holmgren with the block.
Wow. I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Second shot opportunity. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
Here's Edwards. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket. Edwards got 24.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And the Thunder call time here.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. McDaniels can't hit. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth.
Yeah, not only is Caruso unselfish, he just has a great feel for the game.
For 3, Conley. Knocks down the triple.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Edwards. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Edwards has got 10 points here in the second half. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. It's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Mitchell comes in for Dort. Clock at 4. Lets it fly. And that one's good. Mitchell.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Clark, pass to Ingles. Over Holmgren. Rejected by Holmgren. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. That one drops for him.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Ingles. And here's Conley. From deep. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert finds Ingles. Over Williams. And Minnesota again with a bucket. The Thunder have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. To the middle. And Williams punches it home.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Conley, no good. The Thunder have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Caruso outside. Pass to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Ingles, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Caruso. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
Well, known for his athleticism, when Caruso is taking it in strong, he attracts the contact.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Julius Randle in for Ingles. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Joe comes in for Mitchell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Clark grabs the board. The Timberwolves lead by 22.
And that's going to end things here in Game 4. A terrific outing and a big-time conference finals win for the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with a tremendous showing here in Game 4, they even up the series at 2 games apiece.
And some people were throwing shade their direction, wondering if they had enough firepower, questioning the game plan. Tonight's win quiets the doubters, at least momentarily.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Anthony Edwards.
He came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
4-3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Dillingham's checked in for Minnesota. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Here's Randle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
An impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Here's Williams. Outside Joe. On the wing, Caruso. Back to Joe. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A huge victory for them, knotting this series at 2.
We've got ourselves a series, folks. Neither team with much of an advantage. It's a tight one.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And we'll see you next time